You call up your old buddy, 44-year-old Phillip Rivers, who last played in the NFL for the Colts in 2020, worked out for the Colts last night, according to Jeremy Fowler.
Oh my
You brought up Peyton Manning. Maybe Peyton would be a better phone call at this point. I don't know. I understand the thought process. He's familiar with Indianapolis. He's familiar a little bit with the playbook and Shane Steichen, but nonetheless, is this a good idea or is this absolute insanity? Go ahead, Jeff Saturday.
First of all, it might have been the most painful watch as a fan that I've had. When Daniel Jones went down and he grabbed the back of his heel, I got nauseous. I was like, this is unbelievable. If you're a Colts fan, we know we trade for Sauce, two first-round picks. He goes down with what everybody thought was an Achilles, right? Turns out to be his calf, and you're like, ooh, we dodged a bullet right there, right? Fast forward, we're already down in this game. We've lost, 3 of 4? Mm-hmm. We hadn't won there since 2014, so a ton of pressure going in this game, and he goes down. This is a problem, Shay and CC and SA, not just for now. This could be a massive problem for the Colts next year and the year. A December Achilles means he ain't starting next season. You and I both know, or he's not going to start it efficiently, right? And we've seen the Aaron Rodgers or whatever. It's hard to come back from an Achilles. Yeah. This is a big deal. And whether Phillip Rivers, I mean, we might as well call Tom Brady. I mean, we know he's in shape. I've seen it. Like, he looks good. Like, call them all out.
Cam Newton, where are you at today?
Yeah, Cam Newton, you ready to go? Like, suit him up. There's got to be somebody who's a little fresher, in my opinion. Whatever happens, this is a devastating blow for the Indianapolis Colts, who started so hot and were already in a spiral, and this is just fuel to a fire of an implosion that it breaks. As a former Colt that's bled a lot with that Colts blue, man, I'm hurting for him.
I agree with the sadness about Daniel Jones because obviously, New York fans don't feel sad about him because of what they saw him do as a New York Giant. But he's been a pretty damn good quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, at least for the earlier part of the season before tailing off a bit. Still in all, they had a chance. And you look at the Indianapolis Colts, there was a time when we were talking about them as being arguably the best team in football because of how well balanced they were. But boy, how times have changed over the last 5 or 6 weeks when it comes to that franchise. Having said that, on the flip side, back to Phillip Rivers, I have to admit, this was absolutely hysterical for me. When I heard this news, and then I saw, and I don't know if we have that footage when Adam Schefter came on Monday Night Countdown. Could you please show America Adam Schefter giving this news and Marcus Spears Swagoo, how he almost collapsed in his chair when he heard Phillip Rivers. Absolutely hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was unbelievable. Just to put things in its proper perspective, America, Phillip Rivers is 44 years old. He has 10 children. He's a grandfather now, okay? He has 10 children, and he recently became a grandfather, okay? And he's been retired for 5 years. I mean, let's put it all in this proper perspective to really, really understand, how desperate. Talk about going. And it's no disrespect to Phillip Rivers. No. Last time we saw him playing for the Colts, he guided them to an 11-5 record. You understand what I'm saying? And one thing, he's a stationary target, make no mistake about it. Oh. He's running nowhere.
Nowhere.
But he could, once upon a time, he could really fling that football. So we have to understand, respect to Phillip Rivers. We're just laughing because of how old he is and he's retired for 5 years. And here the Colts are calling him. It's amazing that this has happened. Go ahead. What's up, Jeff?
His oldest son is older than Leonard, the quarterback for the Colts now, man. Yeah. Like, his oldest kid is older than the starting QB that just got it. You're like, bro, and you're going to play the Seahawks defense? Hey, if I'm his wife, I'm like, baby, you better throw that thing away. Get that thing out.
If you're the wife, you would be asking them, you sure you want to come back this week? This week?
Pick up
I don't know about that.
No,
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a desperation move, right? Yeah. And no disrespect to Phillip Rivers because I think he should be a Hall of Famer. Eventually, he should get the Hall call to Canton. But the only ex-Colts quarterback that's coming through that door to save the franchise is Andrew Luck. And I'm not talking about him coming in to play quarterback. Yeah. I'm talking about him coming in to run the damn thing. Because Chris Ballard has been there a grand total of 9 seasons, has got 2 playoff appearances and 1 playoff win. Yeah. They have mortgaged their future, trading a first-round pick in 26 and in 27 to go all in on this team.
Yep.
They made a big bet on Daniel Jones, and they crapped out. That means that they should be out. They need to have a regime change in Indianapolis, and this is just the latest sign that should push Carly Ursay-Gordon, their owner, to making the uncomfortable move that's necessary in order to get the franchise back on solid footing.
And what does it say? What should it say to us, fellas, about Anthony Richardson? Because ain't nobody think about calling him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's hurt.
He's on IR.
He's hurt. He's got.
Yeah, I know that. I'm sorry, I forgot. But what I'm saying is that nobody's even thinking about him when it comes to the future of the Colts. Is my point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen. The Colts have lost 4 of their last 5. According to our FPI, they're not favored to win another game. So if you end the season losing 8 of your final 9, and you came into said season on the hot seat, that means that they're gonna fire you.
Yeah.
Last time we saw Phillip Rivers, just to bring it full circle, was 2020, the wild card game against the Bills, where the Colts lost. So he has.
Again, there was one big run on the fake tush push pitch, whatever. That could be a trick play if you want to say that. But Saquon was actually running behind his pads early, getting those extra yards, getting the 2 and 3 yards.
He was getting downhill.
He was getting downhill, which I've criticized him throughout the season of being too, hip hoppy before he hits the hole. That being said, you've got to protect and do what you do well. Put Jalen Hurts under center. Allow for the offensive line to press on him. Saquon to press on him. Give some timing throws where the slants do come up. Because what the Chargers were able to do last night is just sit back and zone and watch the QB's eyes, man. And you said pattern recognition is easy at that point. All you're going to do is break on the ball. You're going to put your heels at whatever and then drive and tip. The last interception of the game, even if you don't call a run, okay, so whether it was a run or pass, the ball's got to go to got it right away. If that's his first, if that ball is there, I would assume that's the one he takes. Instead, he tries to feed it in. It's a tip. It's another pick that ends the game. Understanding the situation, it's first down, right? It's like what are we doing? And again, he's got pressure in his face. Throw it away. Live to play the next play. However you want to frame this, the problem is their biggest players last night made the mistakes when it was all on the line. And from a coaching perspective, whether it's A.J. Brown, whether it's Jalen Hurts, whether it's the offensive line, the people you depend on at times took turns failing last night, and that's a disappointment on the offensive side.
The positive side is that we've all pointed out they did get the run game going. We finally saw Saquon Barkley have over 100 yards for only the second time this season, and that's a really good defense in the Chargers. I believe they were third ranked going into last night. Up next, not as good of defenses. They got the Commanders twice, they have the Raiders, and then they got the Bills one more time in there. So things could turn around for the Eagles. They got to get right.
Games. Let's go get right games.
The only one, but the other Raiders.
You better.
I don't know. Do you guys think he could still suit up? Maybe play a little football? Not at quarterback, but the Colts could probably use a little bit of help. Oh my goodness, it was going well. 8-5 for the Colts, only one game back from leading the AFC South, but they've lost 4 in a row. Their starting quarterback now to an Achilles injury. Their backup, Anthony Richardson, he's on IR. Riley Leonard, who played for the Colts last week, has a knee injury and is considered